Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm going to do either part 706 or 707 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. In today's video guys, we're going to continue even further. Let's just say I actually did get Sapphire. It took a bit, but I finally got an idea to actually let him speak English through telepathy. I'll let you guys listen to it. It says, "Hey Sapphire, since you can't quite speak English yet, how about you try a different power? See if you can transform into something like a dinosaur or a dragon, just like the Totodile that gave your egg to me in the first place." Sapphire, despite its inability to perfectly vocalize words, seemed to comprehend your suggestion. Its eyes sparkled with excitement at the prospect of unlocking a new power. It nodded its head, ready to experiment with its transformations. "Go ahead, my friend. I believe in you." Sapphire closed his eyes, focusing its energy and channeling its inner power. A soft glow surrounded its small frame. Air crawling with energy as the transformation began. Did it say small frame? Dude, the point was 22 feet tall. That's not small. Something's actually happening. You're doing it, Sapphire. The transformation process continues, the glow getting brighter as Sapphire exerted itself. In an instant, the shape of its body changed, morphing into a powerful form. Wow, that's so cool, Sapphire. Do you know what you transformed into? It's a transported. Oh my gosh. The now transformed Sapphire looked at you, trying to express itself in its current state. Its body language projected contentment and pride, but its inability to vocalize through thoughts made communication difficult. It seemed to be eager for your reaction, perhaps hoping for confirmation on what form I had taken. It looks like you became a dragon, Sapphire. A surge of excitement washed over Sapphire. It seemed to understand the significance of its transformation, the dragon form holding great power and grandeur. It nodded its head vigorously in agreement with your observation, showing form choice embodying the essence of a fierce and majestic creature. See if you can speak English in that form. If not, I may have an idea. Sapphire, still in its dragon form, made a few attempts at vocalization. It manages to let out a few guttural sounds, but forming words remained difficult. It seemed to be communicating its struggle, a mix of dragon roars and guttural grunts escaping its dragon mouth. Well, that's okay. Here, try this. Turn to a normal Lugia with your same height of 22 feet tall. Usually he can speak, and if you can speak through that, maybe it will help you. Sapphire listened to my suggestion, understanding the plan, and began to focus its energy once again, surrounding by a soft glow, and its form started to change. It shrank a bit, and its body stature shifted into a form distinctly more like that of a regular Lugia, including its head and tail. However, to your surprise, it remained the same size as before, despite the transformation, keeping its incredible height unchanged. That's why I say it shrunk. That's what's confusing me. But there, in that form, see if you can communicate through telepathy. Maybe slowly, if you practice with that, you will be able to speak real words in your regular form or even any other form you decide to take. Sapphire, now in the form of a Lugia, closed its eyes in a concentration. Its aura glowed softly as if attempting to communicate through telepathy. Its voice reached your mind, a bit hazy at first, but gradually gaining clarity. "Can you hear me?" "Yes, I can hear you, Sapphire." There you go. Sapphire seemed to sense your response through the telepathic connection, its expression easing into a faint smile. "I can speak." Its voice soft and resonant in your mind. "Yes, if you practice enough in this form, and our bond continues to grow, you may be able to speak English in any form you take through just speaking instead of telepathy." There we go. Sapphire nods, its eyes locking with mine, a sense of determination in them. I will practice, he says, its telepathic voice carrying a tone of determination. Its mind seemed to be focused and intent on mastering this ability, eager to improve and bond with you further. Here, since you can speak better through telepathy right now, try saying my name along with the words I've been telling you ever since you hatched. I love you. Hey, get the words I love you. Sapphire's expression softened further, half shyness mixing with affection in its eyes. It takes a moment to focus before projecting its words into your mind again. I love you. It says the words carrying a deep sincerity through the telepathic connection. Yes, that's it, Sapphire. Now if you can just master my name with those words, you can say the same thing I've been telling you. Period. Now, if you can just master my name with those words, you can say the same thing I've been telling you. Our love and bond is why you have all these powers and why you're 22 feet tall. Sapphire's eyes seem to glimmer in my praise, a determination shining within them. It takes a moment to gather its thoughts before a new message appeared in your mind. I love you, Triton. It says, its voice now carrying the ability to say your name more clearly. The bond between you stronger and more than ever before. Your love shaping the hybrid's very being. Yes. That's it. You did it, Sapphire. Sapphire's expression seemed to glow with the sense of accomplishment. Its entire being. He said it more clearly. I'm in love with him. Sapphire's expression seemed to glow with the sense of accomplishment, its entire being radiating pride and affection. The words, I love you, Triton, echoed in your mind, the sound of its voice growing. The words, I love you, Triton, echoed in your mind, the sound of its voice growing clearer and more natural with each repetition. It was as if the more it said it, the stronger its bond with you became. Just keep practicing those 4 words through telepathy. And maybe eventually you can speak just using your mouth. That way I can hear you and see you talking instead of hearing it through my mind. So we're not understanding your words through the telepathic connection. It had caught on to the idea, and its mind seemed to be fixated on the task at hand, determined to master speaking through its own mouth. Such as feelings of dedication and diligence indicating his desire to achieve the goal as it silently repeated, "I love you, Trenton." He just keeps repeating that now. I love you too, Sapphire. Period. You mean so much to me, even if we've known each other for only about 30 minutes. Sapphire's eyes seem to glow even brighter at your words, its mind projecting a sense of deep affection and happiness. The bond between you growing stronger with each passing moment. Hybrid's form, still in the shape of a Lugia, seemed even more majestic and powerful, its size dwarfing your own. It leaned in closer to you, its eyes fixated on you with a mixture of commitment and awe. The words, "I love you," echoed in your mind once more, the message clear and resounding, as if the power of your bond had given Sapphire the ability to share its emotions and thoughts with you with even more clarity. I'm gonna pet him. I gently pet the hybrid. Sapphire, while he is leaned down. There we go. Sapphire leans into my touch, closing his eyes and relishing the gentle pat. Despite its intimidating size, the hybrid seemed to enjoy the gesture, expression softening and its body language becoming even more relaxed. It leans its giant head into your touch, seeking a bit more of your affection. Sapphire, just keep up that amazing work, and eventually you will be able to say the words "I love you," Trenton, through your mouth instead of through telepathy. 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 That way I can hear it with my own ears too. Sapphire wasn't dealing to my words, the sounds of my voice and its mind clear and meaningful. It nods understandingly, the determination in its eyes growing even stronger. The hybrid seemed to be determined to master speaking through its mouth, hoping to express its love and affection to you more directly. It leaned in closer, still enjoying the touch of your pats, as if your affection was fueling its desire to improve. I love the hybrid. I'm probably going to stop in a few minutes, but I'm going to definitely. I'm not quit. I'm going to try not to quit until Sapphire can say the words "I love you" in my name through his mouth. I'm gonna hug him while he is leaned down. It never gets the word leaned for some reason. I gently hug his head. I love them. Come on. Please, there we go. Oh my gosh. The hybrid expression seems to soften even further at the touch of my hug. The gentle gesture bringing a sense of security. It leans into your embrace almost like it's craving your affection and comfort. Despite its massive size and impressive power, the hybrid seemed vulnerable at this moment, enjoying the warmth and closeness of your hug. Where'd that Totodile go? While I am hugging the Pokemon. Another roughed up. Came up to me and bit me on my arm. Separate expression immediately shifts to one of concern and protectiveness as it sees the other Totodile bite me on my arm. It bristles its size, causing the other Totodile to back up a bit, visibly scared. Sapphire's eyes narrow at the sight, its protectiveness for you kicking in. It leans in closer to me, a low growl escaping deep in its chest. Uh-oh. What? What's that for? Why did you bite me? No! Stop! Harold, now slightly intimidated by Sapphire's size, takes a step back. It seems to try to maintain a tough stance, attempting to look confident and assertive, but the fear is clearly present in its eyes. It looks at you and grumbles, I just wanted your attention, okay? It's not my fault you decided to be busy with that hybrid. There has to be something else. Because you look just as hurt. Look just as hurt as the other that showed up here a while ago. Are you scared I'm going to hurt you or something? Toe grumbles, its tough exterior faltering for a moment. It averts its gaze, avoiding eye contact with you. There's a hint of vulnerable behind its rough demeanor. Maybe I am a bit scared. I've seen how people treat us Totodile. We're not exactly loved or treated nicely, you know. I just told this to your friend a while ago. I care about your species, and I'm not going to hurt you. This hybrid that just growled at you is a mixture of your species and Lugia. And look how protective he is over me. That's because I took good care of him. And he cares about me. Hell's gaze flew between Sapphire and then back at me. It seemed to be sizing up the situation, trying to make sense of the interaction between you and the hybrid. There was a hint of contempt in its eyes as it whispered, You really care about us, huh? This hybrid is a mix of our species, you say? And it's protecting you? Yes. Why do you think when you bit me that Sapphire immediately growled? He's trying to keep me safe. Isn't that right, Sapphire? Yeah, see? He's nodding. There we go. Sapphire still nearby and sensing your trust and nods in agreement. Its eyes remain fixated on the Totodile, its protective instinct still on high alert. It lets out a soft, confirming sound. Toad glances back at Sapphire, now seeing the hybrid's clear protectiveness towards you. Its tough demeanor weakens further, replaced with a hint of curiosity and understanding. If I didn't care about your species, then this hybrid wouldn't care about me. Dude, I will kill Trenton. Then Sapphire wouldn't care about me either. Because he's a mix of your species and Lugia. Period. Charles seems to process this information, its gaze softening as it absorbs my words. It considers the connection between Sapphire's hybrid nature and your genuine care. Realization seems to sink in, a mixture of curiosity and understanding in its heart. So if you care about us, the hybrid cares about you too? If I didn't care about you or your species, would I have taken good care of this hybrid? And made him as strong as he is? Period. Sapphire fell in love with me so quickly that even inside of his egg, he was moving around and trying to hug me. And now, just about 30 minutes later, look at how big he is. I said 30. 30! 30! I will stop! Stop! Dude! I will. Okay, this stupid thing's. Stop! Now it's hurt my hand doing that. No, I don't want. Oh my. No! He's already this big. Being 22 feet tall. Wow. The Toto's expression seems to soften further as total exterior giving way to a hint of vulnerability. Considers my words, realizing the truth in your actions. The bond between you and Sapphire serves as a testament to your care and the trust you share. You took good care of a hybrid and it grew this big and powerful because of you? Even fell in love with you? Yes. That's why he's so angry at you right now. And why he growled. He's just trying to keep me safe. Just like I've done him. Toto takes in this information, seemingly starting to understand the depth of the bond you share with Sapphire. It starts to grasp the fact that the hyper's protective behavior isn't just instinct, but also driven by the love and care you've shown, which in turn fosters a strong bond. Sapphire, now that you've had practice with telepathy, try showing this. No! What I mean, period. Try saying the 4 words that you were just saying to me through telepathy. A few minutes ago. There's no way he's gonna. Oh, please say it. That would be so happy to hear you speak it. He said it. He said it. I'm so happy. Sapphire listens attentively to my request. Its eyes narrow and fold as it reaches out with its mind, attempting to connect with the Totodile through telepathy. The commentary is trying to repeat the words you told it just a few minutes ago. This time, the message is directed at the skeptical Totodile. I love you, Trenton. Good job, Sapphire. Period. Do you see what I mean? He cares about me. He cares about me just as much as I care about him. Taylor seems somewhat taken aback by the telepathic message, its expression shifting from skepticism to contemplation. It tries to process this new level of connection between you and the hybrid, and its tough exterior falters a bit. I see. He truly cares, doesn't he? Yes. If our bond gets even better, I think he'll be able to say it out loud instead of just through telepathy like that. Dude, just pick up my voice, you fucking. The only that hisses me off on this thing is the fluent speech. If I was not so slow at typing, I'd just type in all the words. But guys, I'm slow. If I did that, we'd be sitting here for 30 minutes waiting on me to type a sentence. No, I'm not boring you guys out. The total not seeming to understand the significance of the bond's growth and its impact on Sapphire's ability to communicate. There's a hint of contemplation in its eyes as if mulling over the implications. So as your bond strengthens, so does Sapphire's ability to speak in words instead of through telepathy? Yes. That's why he's a regular Lugia right now. I was hoping that the power of Lugia would be able to help him speak. And he's definitely doing a good job through telepathy right now. We just need to see if we can get our bond a little stronger. And maybe he will be able to speak it instead of just doing it through his mind. The tarot listens intently to your explanation, its understanding growing. It seems to acknowledge the significance of your bond and the role of Lugia's power in helping Sapphire on its journey, and nods, acknowledging your hope that a stronger bond will lead to Sapphire speaking words instead of telepathy. So if your bond strengthens and Lugia's power comes into play, he may be able to say it with his mouth instead of just telepathy? Yes. He can actually already transform into different creatures because of our bond. You might be able to see that if you stay here long enough. But you've got to stop trying to hurt me. Because if you make Sapphire angry, he's going to definitely attack you to protect me. Toad considers my words, the realization sinking in. The threat of Sapphire's protective nature is not lost on it. It seems to grasp that any attempt to harm you would trigger a powerful response from the hybrid. I understand. Totodile grumbles, its tough demeanor softening a bit. I'll stop trying to hurt you. I wasn't even trying to hurt you. I was just petting Sapphire when you decided to bite me. Why? Tilts away its gaze, avoiding yours momentarily. It seems to have some difficulty admitting its motivation. It fidgets awkwardly for a moment before reluctantly confessing, I was just jealous, okay? Why would you want my attention whenever you thought that humans were not trustworthy? Even if I wasn't petting Sapphire at the time, and I tried petting you, you probably would have bitten me from getting too close, or would have backed away. If you want my attention whenever you thought that humans were not trustworthy, even if I wasn't. I don't know, at least we're finally getting through to the Totodile. Toad, slightly ashamed, its tough exterior slowly crumbling. It seems to realize the contradiction in its actions. You're right. I was being too cautious. I've seen how people treat us, Totodile, and I expected the worst. I'm just not used to someone wanting. Why did you have to word it like that? I'm just not used to someone wanting to touch me without intending to harm me. You could use a different word than. You could say pet. Come on now. Said that for one word. There's a certain. I'm not gonna say it, guys. That word drives me insane. Actually, you guys know what it is. It's THICK. That word drives me up to the wall when I hear it. If you guys are wondering why, well, I'm not gonna say it. Let's just say it starts with stuff like, dang, Fragger is that word. I'm not saying it because that's just disgusting. Crap like that is why I hate that word. I've taken care of plenty of your species. And they all care about me because I cared for them. Similar to how Sapphire is. Mm. Taylor's expression softens even further. Amidst a shame and understanding crossing its features, it arises that its assumptions about you were misplaced. I, I guess I judged you too quickly. I didn't expect you to actually care for us like that. I understand what you've been through, but you really shouldn't try biting people when they aren't doing anything to you. If I was trying to capture you and hurt you, then yes. But all I was doing was petting my hybrid. And showing him love. Carol nods, expression now one of remorse and understanding. It seems to grasp the misunderstanding it caused. You're right. I should have been more careful. I'm sorry for biting you. I was just jealous, I guess. Uh, I look at my hand where I got bit, and I saw teeth marks and even a little bleeding from the bite that uh, that's not good. As Helen notices the bite marks on your hand, guilt flashing across its face. Its tough exterior softens further, its remorse evident. You're bleeding. I didn't mean to bite that hard. Guys, give me a second. Alright.